Hello and welcome to today's speaker card reading. Today's topic is how do men see you? For that, you have got three piles pile number one, pile number two, and pile number three. And now let's get started. Hey, pile one, if you're attracted towards this pile, then here comes your reading. Okay, you have, I hope it focuses. The tower, how do men see you? That's our topic for today. You have the tower. Okay. Three of Wills, like Three of Pentacles. Okay. Eight of Wills. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Right off the bat, you could be having a very strong earth sign like Sun, Moon rising in Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Now, well, the rest. Okay, let me just start reading your piles first. Right. So, the way men see you, how are you seen by men? I can see right off the bat, men see you as somebody who is pretty intimidating, somebody who is very hardworking and have been through a lot, have been there, done that, a lot of shit in their lives already. I mean, you are not a damsel in distress and you are not somebody to be messed with. See, this creature is pretty scary, pretty intimidating. You tend to be pretty intimidating towards. I can see that you are seen as somebody, a female figure who is very preferably in a heterosexual situation, a very intimidated person, somebody who has been through a lot of losses. Maybe your family saw some in your early childhood, your family was pretty wealthy. From there they rose from those places. So from high places you went through like a lot of rough times, which has taught you the importance of hard work in life. I mean, now you are somebody who believes in, literally, see, this guy is trying to, with his hammer, he is trying to sculpt something out of this stone, out of this rock. You are also a believer of, creating your own destiny. He is literally creating your own destiny. You are seen as somebody who is very respectful. You get a lot of respect from men because you are not at all a damsel in distress or a gold digger. You rather believe in creating your own destiny with your own hands, I can see. And you are already have come quite you have traveled quite a bit in that journey of yours. You are seen as somebody who believes in creating their own destiny and has already created quite a bit. You have a lot of laurels hanging. You have a lot of things, lot of maybe trophies and stuff. Maybe growing up, you've participated in a lot of those in competitions, maybe sports related, maybe related to debates, something where women, like, you're not seen as very girly. No, rather somebody who knows what she is doing, what she needs, and is totally willing to walk towards that. Both the things, both the cards are showing the, see, he is actually trying to curve this thing out with his own two hands. So you are, and also you're also very handy with your hands. Maybe you're very good with, it could be like art and craft to something as rough as plumbing. So it could be anything. You're very good with your hands. You could be a surgeon, you could be a dentist, you could be a good nurse in the medical fraternity, you could be a makeup artist. You are very good at what you do and you are completely like self-made, and you get a lot of respect for that. You do not depend on others. You are very strong, powerful. You are somebody whom most men tend to look up to. Yes, you are seen almost like a mentor figure for a lot of these guys. From, you know this deck, I can see the phoenix card that is there. How is that for happily ever after? What I can assume from this is you are seen as somebody who rose like a phoenix from the ashes. I mean, you have been through the roughest journeys one can see in life. You have been through all those rough patches and have come out as a winner. So you are seen as that phoenix who rose from the ashes. Literally, you are really, really respected by most men who you come across, who tend to come, like, who tend to meet you. They tend to respect you for your, determined, hard working, who have been through a lot and come out and have achieved a lot. Okay, now the message for you is, are you in touch with your magnificence? Find ways to bring more joy into your life. Beware of the source of your emotional challenges or perceived blocks so that you can release them. Get in touch with your inner radiance and shine your light brightly. Clearly, I can see that the message that the spirit guides are giving you is, you probably are all about walk, 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 the external factor. What the message for you is, you probably should look more inwards, should get more in touch with you. You're more in touch with your masculine elements. Listen, as human beings, we all tend to have both masculine and feminine elements all within us. So, you are probably one of those people, individuals, who is more in touch with the masculine elements. So, the spirit guides are telling you, are asking you to to be to be more aware of your feminine elements, more, your feminine side. You should be more aware of that. That will help you reach up, your inner radiance, so that you can brightly shine your inner, your inner shining glory should come out. You still face a lot of, I guess, a lot of emotional blockages. Even now you probably struggle with emotional blockages that should be released, so that you shine, so that you can shine more brightly. Because, I mean, yeah, externally you have achieved a lot of things, but what the guidance is saying is, you can achieve a lot more once you tap into your inner world, your inner universe. Within our own selves there is a whole new world that resides, and it's wiser to tap into those resources to be a better version of our own selves. Okay. Now, the next card is Lavender. Surround yourself with love. Yes. Probably you are seen by men as somebody who just works all day, who has grown from ashes with a lot of good work ethics. You have like terrific work ethics, but you probably should now learn to surround yourself with people whom you love, you trust, more friends, maybe have a pet, have some downtime, some, like, when downtime in the sense more free time, and do something that you love. Maybe do some, like, pursue some hobby, have a pet, listen to some good music, read some good books, and gossip with friends. Just spend good times with people whom you trust. So that's one thing that people probably think about you, that this person is very, you know very strong in their work ethics, very hardworking, but probably they should mingle with people more. They should socialize more. Yeah, that's the term, socialize more. That's how people, men especially, see you as. It's somebody who is more into their own selves, in their own work. Like, their life is more about work. It's very respectful, absolutely respectful, but you probably should have a social life apart from your, like a life outside of your work as well. Mural, be your own first priority. Absolutely. The message from the spirit guides, that look within yourself for that magnificence. The same thing, once you make your own self the priority, Then you will learn to look within your own self. The universe, the world that resides within our own selves is much richer, much deeper rather than the external world. And the spirit guides are telling you, you know what, we need to tap into that as well, and get and also learn to tap into the more lighter moments of life. Maybe what people feel is basically you are, I mean, don't get me wrong, but almost like, all work and no play, more uptight, stick in the mud kind, like pretty intimidating. They're scared to approach you, maybe. So maybe if you become a little bit more playful, that could be advantageous. And from the Monology deck, we have prosperity lies ahead. Yes, absolutely. I mean, somebody who has got such stunning work ethics, absolutely. Like, men think that this girl is gonna go places on her own. She is a self made person and she's gonna just rock the world with her own capabilities. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo, new moon in Taurus. Okay, so both are new moons. One is Leo, another one is Taurus. First of all, confidence is your key to success. I mean, you are seen as a very confident person, somebody who is totally self-made and has got is actually going to make some huge dent in this world with their own capabilities and own how shall I put it? Your own walk at I mean your own achievements, right? And you're gonna be very prosperous. Another thing is you could be having, I said, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Another one could be Leo, could also be very prominent in your birth chart. Another thing is both are new moons, which signifies that, you know, almost like you are seen as somebody who can, manifest anything through their sheer willpower. If you put your mind to something, you can totally achieve it. That's how you are being seen. I don't know what your situation is, but you are being seen by men as somebody who is very hardworking, who have been through a lot of shit but have come out like a phoenix rising from ashes, very confident, and is going to be very maybe a future entrepreneur. Maybe already you have started your own business journey or something else where you're very good with your hands. Maybe you're a good writer, a good surgeon, anything. You like everything that you have done, achieved, and is gonna achieve is through your own abilities and hard work. Another thing is just this one negative, slightly negative, that probably you should, your guards are usually up. You tend to intimidate men more often. So probably you should be a little bit more, approachable in that sense. So I hope, pile one, if that made sense, I hope it did. Please hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Namaste. Thank you. Hey, pile two. If you're attracted towards the second pile, the fool, then here comes your reading for the topic, how do men see you? Okay, let me just arrange the spread. The fool, ace of cups, the moon, okay, wow, the lovers, right, malachite, okay, you're good enough, believe in the impossible, right. Okay, let me just read this. Okay, I can clearly see that you are seen as somebody who is like almost like a perfect lover material. I mean, you are seen as the perfect girlfriend material. That's how, I mean, if it's a heterosexual scenario, assuming it is, you are seen as the perfect partner material. Very emotional, but at the same time very playful. You can be very unpredictable, very playful. Like, the negative part of it is being immature, but I don't think that the right people will consider you this fool is a more, enthusiastic kind of an energy, as somebody who is immature. Instead, a respectful right person will see you as a more, lively, youthful kind of an person. I mean, a very empathetic, very emotional, very much in touch with their emotions. The moon card, very sensitive. So the negative part could be you can be seen as somebody who is like easily hurt, easily sensitive, but somebody who is very much in touch with the emotions. I Another thing is you guys could have a very strong like sun, moon, or rising in the Cancer sign, or even with the Ace of Cups. What I can see with this moonology also, blue moon, what I can see, yes, I'll talk about another thing. Right. First of all, you can be having sun, moon, or rising in the water signs significantly, especially in the Cancer. See the crab here, or Pisces or Scorpio. Another thing is you're very empathetic, very giving. Yes, Pisces, very empathetic, very giving in nature, which are Pisces. Like you are somebody who tend to offer their emotional support to others a lot. You are always like, if somebody is in distress, you almost tend to absorb and feel their emotion. Somebody is crying, you almost borderline feel hurt. That kind of a feeling I'm sensing. So maybe you get criticized. The negative part of it is being criticized as somebody who is hypersensitive. But empaths, don't worry, you are, I mean, a lot of toxic narcissistic people will like label you as hypersensitive, but trust me, the right kind of men, they see you as the perfect lover partner material, who is very supportive to their partner, very empathetic. After whole day's work, you are that kind of a person who can make a house a home where a man would love to come back to and would love to talk to you. Just merely talking to you can give them a lot of satisfaction. At the same time, I can see it's because of your empathy. You have been really betrayed and backstabbed by a lot of people. I can see that. Okay, now from the Moonology deck, we have believe in the impossible and you are good enough. Okay, full moon in Virgo. You could also have a strong Virgo sign, maybe a Virgo moon or Virgo sun or an ascendant. Another thing is a blue moon. You are also seen as somebody, a blue moon is a rare situation, once in a blue moon, that adage. So you are seen as somebody who is a very rare find. Men see you as somebody who is not a very common. I mean, being so empathetic, so generous, loving, caring, really giving in a relationship. You are that kind of a woman, very hardworking as well. I mean, very meticulous, but very giving towards their partner. So you are seen as a rare gem, rare find by men. But also the wrong narcissistic kind of men have also must have, whenever they can't get their way, they might have accused you of being too sensitive, which is not true. It's just that you're too empathetic. So don't worry. What patterns in your life do you keep repeating? This is the message from the spirit guides. Walk the inner labyrinth, find the higher spiritual purpose for your challenges and lessons. Discover and release the patterns that no longer serve you. Look for the emerging patterns of joy, harmony, and inner peace. Move forward in your evolutionary spiral upwards. This is the message from your spirit guide, that you know what, if there are repeated patterns of those toxic people who are only like energy vampires and nothing else, get rid of those people, let them go, release them, so that the right kind of people can actually come in contact with you. Now we have wings. You never needed those wings to fly. Right. So basically, what this says is, you know, you are that kind of a person, so empathetic, so ethereal, that you don't need those wings to fly. You already have those invisible wings. You are seen as those, whenever there is number eight, there is some kind of a change that is happening. I can sense that you have probably met somebody who could potentially, or you're going to meet somebody in in the next few weeks or months, in the near future basically, who could be a potential mate, who could end up being a potential mate. Men see you as somebody who is very ethereal and angelic, who doesn't needs wings to prove themselves. You're seen as so, you know, rare, so ethereal, so giving, so caring. At the same time, homework, take yourself out on a date. Yes, this is another thing. It is almost like a message from the spirit guides that to it's very good to be giving. You are seen by men as somebody who is extremely giving, very nurturing, very caring, but probably it's wiser to fill your own cup, because you don't know what the other person might do if you again come across, as the message says, and I can sense most empaths tend to go through quite a few toxic cycles before meeting that person who is right for them, because these narcissists are so good at fooling us that we tend to fall for those baits. Likewise, it's wiser to take your own self out on a date, to practice more of self love. Once you learn to respect yourself, you're gonna get that respect. Those people who will actually think, who actually believes that you are a rare piece of gem, those men will be will be stepping into your lives, who will see you as the perfect partner. I can see that there are men who feel that you are the perfect partner, the generous, the empathetic, the giving natured, kind of a person, but they are yet to step into your life. Once you learn to love yourself and let go of the toxic connections, you probably will be able to have more such connections in your life, which are going to be more giving, like will be equally giving and nurturing towards you. So you are basically that seen as the caring, nurturing, rare gem by men. I hope you've had some clarity over your situation. If yes, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Namaste. Thank you. Hey, pile 3. If you're attracted towards the justice, then here comes your reading. How do men see you? Sorry, I moved the camera a little bit. Okay, the first is justice. Queen of Cups. Okay. The Empress. Wow. Lapis Lazuli. Are you listening to your inner guidance? Okay, all of them are saying similar stuff. Okay. Your hard work is paying off. You're very close to achieving your goals. Okay, so let me just stop in here. I hope things are visible. Okay, now I can see that, you know, how do men see you? You are seen as somebody who is very feisty. I can assume, I can like, I think that you have sun, moon, or rising in the fire sign, especially Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So, especially Leo, you are seen as somebody who is very feisty, almost like the warrior princess kind of stuff. You stand up for justice, you stand up for those people. Probably you have some like skill in a public speaking, where you stand up and speak for social justice, for climate issues, for animal right. Maybe you are quite a significant animal right activist. You're seen as somebody who stands up for the poor, and is also somebody who has walked her way up. You are the Queen of Cups. Like, you are sitting on a throne, you are the Empress, but you are equally connected with your inner self, with your inner softness. Somebody who is very self-made, who has climbed the ladder. He has success and everything they have manifested for themselves, but they are not living in an ivory tower. You are seen as the Empress, see, with a lot of flowers and butterflies and all that stuff. This equally very kind to these chickens. So what this shows is you are seen as somebody who, like, either you're coming from a very rich family, but I can see that you yourself have achieved a lot, yet you stand up for those people who are in distress. You work for those people, for the have nots of the society. You raise your voice. You're known for your social activism. Yes, you are probably known for your social activism. You're known for your, maybe you have a significant, you run a significant NGO after being successful in something else. You guys, donate a lot for the society, maybe for the animal, those street animals, to some special causes, could be climate, to animals, to maybe HIV positive kids. Who knows? I mean, you guys are seen as somebody who are like feisty, who believes in some social justice and are not willing to even die for it. So what is the message from the spirit guide? Are you listening to your inner guidance? Let go of the extra stress in your life. Probably, in this in this whole sense of delivering justice to others, you probably take a lot of stress, sorry. So let go of the extra stress, release obstacles that are causing frustration, align with the angels, and allow divine orchestration to light your path, to bring you to the right place at the right time. Flow and allow your inner guidance to show you the way. Listen to that still small voice within in order to find the answers you seek. So, probably you are seen as men who tend to always, speaking for others, always raising their voice, and maybe also pretty frustrated. The conditions that we are in, even right now. The world is in the middle of a lot of wars, lot of financial distress happening, loads of climate calamities happening, and you are seen, and you are probably pretty dismayed and frustrated about those topics. So the guidance from the spirit is probably you should look for the divine orchestration, divine guidance. Probably that will help you release a lot of your frustration. But you are basically seen as a feisty lady in a heterosexual situation. Men see you as a very feisty lady, somebody who is very determined to derive justice. Or maybe you could also be a lawyer. Yeah, yes. A lawyer, a judge, somebody who has worked her way up and is now you try to pass judgments which are in favor of women, children, animals, in favor of the like climate situations. So now the thing is your hard work is paying off. Typical new moon in Capricorn. Absolutely, you're very close to achieving your goals. Yes, I mean, you have always, I can see, I can sense that you are seen as somebody who is feisty, right? But you have been that way, I think, right from childhood, and now is the time that your dream is coming true, that people have started listening. This social justice, actually this climate justice, social justice, these are very hot topics these days. Nowadays, like 15, 20 years back, people were not that like aware of a lot of mental health issues, which are a big cause that like youngsters are committing suicides. Well, like, they are in so much distress. So people like you who talk about such topics, such unfortunate yet very critical and important for humankind kind of topics, you know you guys are getting your due attention that you always deserved. Okay, now, Castle, it's time for healing and not war. So, you are seen as somebody who is always willing to fight that battle. Probably you have grown up that way. You probably, people on the streets tend to, the stray dogs and stray cats, they are being harmed by a lot of people. You probably grew up standing up for those people. So, now is the time to you probably the message is you could probably slow down, become more calm, more more self-assured, rather than always shouting at the top of their voices, like you're stomping their feet. Maybe war is probably not the only plausibility, is what I'm seeing. Forgive and protest, start a revolution. So you are seen as a revolutionary. You guys talk on different topics on different stages. So the message is you're probably going to start a new revolution. You almost feel very distraught whenever there is some injustice you see. So you are seen as somebody who could be starting a new wave of revolution in humanity regarding humanitarian rights, maybe animal rights for those in distress. So you are seen by men as somebody who is who is very feisty, into justice, delivering justice to others, who is self-made and is at a very high level. And men think that you are, you know, you have been talking about all this earlier. People used to take you very lightly. Nowadays you have started gaining a lot of traction. Maybe you have a social media account on that, and soon you could be, leading some kind of a revolution. That's how you're being seen, as a leader. Yeah, that's the term. You're seen by men as somebody who is a future leader, who will come to power because of some topics which are very important to the common general public. It could be mental health, could be climate calamity, it could be women, importance of women rights, could be animal rights, it could be anything, something that affects the general man on the street. Earlier probably these people used to laugh at you, but now more and more traction is being gained, and you are getting way more attention, the thing that you deserved, that thing that you have worked for. So you're seen as by men as somebody who is very righteous in their ways, very just, brave, and like willing to stand up for things. And probably you have almost jeopardized your life several times in order to stand up for others. So I hope you have had some clarity, group 3. If yes, please hit the like button, share, subscribe. Namaste. Thank you.